thing that you need to be prioritizing and eating a lot of when you're building muscle is, I'm sure a lot of y'all clicked on this video because you're unsure of what to eat when it comes to getting jacked. In this video, I'm gonna go over exactly what it is that you need to be eating to build muscle and put on muscle effectively and to have you feeling good. What's up YouTube, it's your boy Felix, back with another video, and today I'm gonna just dive into this topic a little bit because like I said, I know there's a lot of y'all that are unsure, and like I said in the beginning, it's simpler than you think. The thing that you need to be prioritizing and eating a lot of when you're building muscle is single ingredient whole foods. But before we get into that, before we get into why, what are single ingredient whole foods? If I'm gonna use my own words, I'm just gonna say it's foods that haven't been processed. They haven't been tampered with, they haven't been touched. They either grow, and I'm gonna guess they grow out of the ground as well. That's another thing too, that's another clue when it comes to single ingredient whole foods. They grow out of the ground, they haven't been tampered with, they're not processed. So things like fruits, vegetables, nuts, just to name a few things. I could probably list some more on the video to give y'all a complete list and a complete overview of what I mean when I say single ingredient whole foods. Now, when I mention that, y'all already think, oh, that sounds pretty damn healthy. Let's take that word healthy away for a second, and let's just focus on the benefits of eating single ingredient whole foods, because that word healthy can get really misconstrued and it can make people afraid. It makes people really afraid when you say the word healthy, because when you include the word healthy, it's almost like you have to discipline yourself. So let's not focus on that. Let's focus on the benefits of single ingredient whole foods, because that's what I've used to pack on muscle and get jacked. Now, the first reason why I eat a lot of single ingredient whole foods is because of its nutritional density. Like I mentioned, the food hasn't been altered with, it hasn't been tampered, it hasn't been processed. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. Let's take an apple, for example. An apple, what makes up an apple? Just an apple, nothing else. It hasn't been processed, it just grew off of a tree, it's been plucked, and it's been put in the store for you to buy and consume. It has all of its nutrients in it, nothing's been touched. So that just logically, it makes sense for one to just go towards it and eat that instead of getting something in a box that's been processed and tampered with, right? So its nutritional density is a lot more than what it would be if we, let's say if we buy apple pie, for example. It's been cut up, put in the oven, heated up, all that stuff. Might be a bit of a bad example, but I think y'all understand the point. Now, the next reason is a really simple reason as to why y'all need to be eating single ingredient whole foods to build muscle, and it's just the fact that it's just one ingredient. One freaking ingredient, nothing more, nothing less. And with that one ingredient, if we break it down with all the macro and micronutrients, it's a lot easier to keep track of what you're eating. If you're a person that likes to track, it's a lot easier to keep track of what you're eating because this one food has one ingredient and there's a whole bunch of vitamins and minerals that keep you going as a well-oiled machine, right? It makes things a lot easier for you. Now, if you're enjoying this video, go ahead, hit the subscribe button down below, like the video, drop a comment. Let me know if you're a person that eats a lot of single ingredient whole foods, or if you're a person that prefers more other things that have a lot of ingredients in them. Go ahead, like I said, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let's get the algorithm going on this channel so we get this channel to grow and reach other people who are trying to get jacked and get their mindset right. The next reason why I like to eat single ingredient whole foods is because of the fact that it promotes better digestion. I want y'all to do something for me. Go get yourself a pack or box of donuts, 12 of them. Go get it. Eat every single one or as many as you can. Tell me how you feel afterwards. And then go get yourself a bowl of, let's say, watermelon. Eat that and tell me how you feel afterwards. There's a huge difference between how one feels after eating a box of donuts and after a box of watermelons. Now for me personally, I like walking around feeling like a god. I don't want to walk around feeling constipated and heavy and filled with oil and all that type of stuff. So I prefer eating that watermelon, even though those donuts are pretty freaking good. Like, we're not gonna sit here and lie about that. We're not gonna cap about that at all. Donuts are really good. They taste great, but the effects of it, you don't digest your food that well if you go eat a whole box of donuts compared to a bowl of watermelon. It's just simple logic. We have to get back to the basics. I keep saying it. Get back to the basics. Make things easier and simpler for yourself so that you can obtain your goals in an effective manner. And the goal in this case being getting jacked, building muscle, feeling good about yourself. Another thing too with single ingredient whole foods is that they're often high in fiber, right? Fiber, as we all know, promotes digestion. Like I said, I don't like to be bloated or constipated, none of that stuff, bro. I like to feel like a well-oiled machine. So if I'm eating foods that are high in fiber, helping my digestive system out, I'm just doing myself a favor. So do yourself that favor too. Grab some single ingredient whole foods, put them all together and eat it. It doesn't have to be difficult. I'm thinking in my next video I might show you guys like what I actually do eat so you guys get a better understanding, because if you can bake it, fry it, or boil it, then it's perfect. It doesn't require so much fancy stuff to make these foods out of single ingredient whole foods at all. I can promise you that. I'm gonna drop another video for y'all. I got y'all, so that y'all understand my thought process behind making the foods. So obviously I'm dropping a video for y'all to eat, or to tell y'all to eat single ingredient whole foods, but how do we cook it exactly? I know some of y'all probably wondering about that, but I got y'all, don't worry. The last reason why I eat single ingredient whole foods is because of the fact that it's very satiating. I don't know if you guys have done this before, but let's say you eat a whole bowl of fruit or vegetables. You eat a large volume of those fruits and vegetables. You're getting less calories if you're a person that's into calories. You're getting less calories, but at the same time you feel very full. Now let's compare that to getting I'm not going to name the fast food restaurants because I'm not going to advertise them here on my channel, but let's say you go to a fast food restaurant, get yourself some sort of fast food, and you eat that. Within like 2 hours, you're already hungry again. Why? Because the foods that you're eating, they're really rich, they're really palatable, like it's good on the tongue, but at the same time, there's not much bang for your buck there when it comes to getting full. So what that does is that it triggers you to want more of it because it's so rich and it tastes great, of course, don't get me wrong. It triggers you to eat more of it, which then causes overeating, which then causes you to gain weight, right? So eating single ingredient foods, if you eat a large volume of them, usually most of them are low in calories, very satiating. Notice how I said most, you have to do your research. Most of them are very low in calories, satiating, and they keep you full a lot longer. And that's why a person like me, I only eat twice a day for the most part. Twice a day, maybe like a snack of some sort in between or later in the day. But I have 2 meals a day because of the fact that the foods that I eat, they keep me full for a very long time and they keep me going. It's like usually there's like 6 hours between my 2 meals during the day because I don't eat breakfast, right? And that's all because of those single ingredient whole foods, choosing the right things to eat, keeping me fueled and keeping me going throughout the day. So I just want to drop this video today about what you should be eating to build muscle. And again, it's single ingredient whole foods. Single ingredient whole foods, making life easier. Bring things back down to the basics. Start with that. That's gonna help you out with building your muscle and being effective about it. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed the video and I'll catch y'all on the next one. But before I go again, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like the video, drop a comment. Subscribe to the channel, man, if you're trying to get jacked, get your mindset right. We're gonna be bringing those two together, man. Strong body, strong mind. Again, I'm out of here. That's enough for me, and I'll catch you on the next video. See you.